Hey, how's it going, guys? Before I start, I just have to preface this video by saying, when I say self-love, I don't mean being egocentric. I don't mean being self-absorbed or narcissistic, right? That's a very important distinction to make. When I say self-love, I mean the ability to accept yourself with your flaws and still act. Right? It doesn't mean, looking in the mirror and thinking, how great you are and sort of being self-aggrandizing, right? So just keep that in mind while I start this video. Now, a lot of you guys are, probably starting your New Year's, it's January, you might have some resolutions. So I thought I'd start there, right? So let's just say it's January 1st, right? You've resolved to get fitter, to get into shape, get into the gym. So you said, look, I'm going to do a 4-day routine, right? So January 1st, you go into the gym, you're like, yeah, you're going to change, you're going to just smash it, right? You've got all the gusto, all the vigor, right? You go in there the second day, January the 2nd, right? You're still at it, right? You're still feeling it. You go in on January the 3rd, again, you still train. But remember, this is a 4-day split, and it comes to the 4th day, and you've got all these thoughts running through your head. You're thinking, just a bit sore, I'm a bit tired. I just don't feel like doing it. So you've sort of convinced yourself that it's not the thing to do today, so you take a day off, right? So January the 5th comes, right? You wake up and you've got this goal in the back of your mind, but you feel like you've let yourself down. So there's this monologue that says, oh, I'm a failure, right? You're never gonna achieve your goals. You're the worst, you're a piece of shit, this and that, right? Now, that's just part of a narrative, right? It's a narrative that the mind produces when you have a goal and there's like a rub back, right? There's friction there. That's bringing you back to the unhealthy equilibrium, which was just, being a couch potato, right? It's natural. Just anytime you start something new, there's gonna be a rub back. But let's for a second imagine that monologue, right, that you're a failure, you're worthless, et cetera, was someone else. Just think of it as another person, right? Imagine it was a friend or a peer at work or a significant other. Just imagine them saying these things towards you, like, you're worthless, you're a failure, you're never gonna achieve your goals for just missing a day at the gym, right? I mean, for one, you'd probably be gutted because it's not a nice thing to have said to you, but on top of that, you'd probably consider that person to be incredibly cruel and abusive, which they would be. But that person is you. You're doing that to yourself every single day. Every time you make a little mistake, maybe you say the wrong thing, or you might have looked silly, and you think that you look silly in front of someone. Every just little thing that you sort of scrutinize about yourself, right? You're beating yourself up about it. You're being so incredibly cruel to yourself. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, back to self-love, right? The word love has kind of been corrupted in a way, right? To mean this kind of, just this egocentric, self-absorbed aspect to the self that isn't reflective of the true definition of that word, right? What self-love means is that you accept all of your flaws, right? So, okay, you got some blemishes on your face, maybe you're too short, you're too tall, like in your mind, you're a bit fat, you're a bit skinny, whatever, right? You accept all those flaws and you accept them as not being defining of who you are. Sure, they're a trait, right? Someone will look at you and maybe they'll make a flash judgment. Sure, it's a trait, but it doesn't define your value, right? So the idea is that you have every tool that you need. You're adequate. You have every tool that you need to be who you want to be, right? You're completely adequate. But that doesn't mean that you never go to the gym, right? And you just eat Krispy Kreme donuts every day and you just say, oh yeah, I'm human. No, at that point you're deceiving yourself, right? That's another distinction to make. That's not self-love, that's self-deception, which is maybe even crueler than just beating yourself up, but deceiving yourself, right? So that's a whole other path. You can walk down this path and feel, yeah, I'm doing the right thing, I'm feeling good about myself, but you're just deceiving yourself. So that's a topic for another video. So yeah, if there's one thing that I ask you to do is just be kinder to yourself, please. And yeah, I'll address that in another video. This is part of a series. So of course, me just saying express self-love, it's not enough, right? But yeah, I'll address that in another video. I've got some ideas, got some exercises that you guys can do. So yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys.